Would you like to find out what April has in store for you for the month of April in your love department? Well, if you are beautiful Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you're in the right place because we're going to go through the month step by step, week by week, and stay with me until the end of the reading because we're going to answer that particular question that is burning in your heart. Okay, so here we go. We are going to start immediately and let's see what the universe wants to tell you right now. Okay, so this could be an advice, this could be anything at all, but listen carefully because it will help you, at the start of the month and forward. Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. Okay, Sagittarius, do you feel that maybe there is some strings that they need to be tied, or that you left go too much about certain things? What I'm sensing here is like as if in this, coming into the month of March, you have got this feeling that there is things that you should have addressed before and that you left go. Maybe you didn't take, you didn't notice too much, or you didn't put too much importance onto them, and now instead it's like as if they're creating a bit of a problem. Okay, now let's look at the energy instead that opens the month for you. We are going to take 3 cards to get a very good view and understanding. And here we've got never ending story. Now I believe that for who was it? I think it was Libra, if I'm not mistaken, also have this. So it's something that keeps repeating. What is that thing that you have left go and now it keeps repeating, that you feel you should have put a stop to it immediately? And now is the observer. So I am already sensing that the universe is saying to you, you are noticing this, but you have got to do something about it. Okay, yes, it's very good to notice it. It's coming to your awareness, but now what are you going to do about it? In here it says by the book. Now it's time for you to take the lead and to really do what you feel it needs to be done for this situation to be sorted, so to fix it, and so that this never-ending story will stop coming over and over, around and over again and again. Now, please remember that this is a general reading. It might not resonate with everybody, but if you would like a private reading with me, the link is in the description box. And now let's go into the tarot and let's see how this month unfolds, starting with the first week, of course, in the month of April. And here, what do we have? We've got the 8 of Cups. You walking away, or someone else has walked away. Now, if it is you that walked away from a situation, I am sensing that something still holds you back. Could it be maybe that there is, things that are still not completely finished at, how can I say, if you were living together, so who's going to take this, who's going to take that, at, laws level, how to, share things. But also I sense that if it's the other person that walked away, the story is different here, because here we've got the 5 of Swords. So I am strongly feeling that if you didn't walk away yourself already physically, you are feeling that you're starting to detach yourself emotionally from a person that now, with this 5 of Swords, that wanted to win at all costs, that never wanted to be wrong, now feels the pinch of wanting to win at all costs, and now feeling hurt because whatever physically or emotionally they feel you distance. And here we've got the Hierophant. So the Hierophant very much is by the book. That's why I said to you before that I was sensing that this connection was a connection that was very strong, or that, like 2 people living together, or 2 people that had created a family together. Okay, and this is what is happening at the moment. But I am sensing that in the month of April, one way or the other, the situation is going to be solved. So stay with me, because with this Hierophant, it's really important that things need to be done the proper way. And here we've got the Empress. Yes, you as the woman or the person that creates and that nurtures the relationship. You could be a man, okay, but you could be the nurturer of the relationship, and that now are starting to come up with new ideas, not only to be of service to the other person, but also to be of service to yourself, and if you've got children, to your children. There is also here a very strong feeling of a renewed and rebirth of your wish of freedom, but not freedom completely on your own, because it's not so much that you don't want this person, but freedom of expanding. You know, this is your archetype, the freedom of getting to know new things. And also, it's like as if I am sensing that you would like to travel again, or you would like to start traveling. Am I correct there? Okay, so let's keep going. And here we've got the Page of Pentacles. We see this person that we are talking about, your counterpart, that is going to offer you a small token through speaking to you. They're going to say, okay, I understand. Not so much I understand. No, it doesn't resonate with me when I'm saying that. It's like to say, okay, but what's about you want to do this much? What if we do this much instead? So this will come at the end of the first week. Let's start with the second week. And here we've got the Two of Cups. There is still love between the two of you, okay? Whatever, you know, you are in complete separation and not together physically, or if it's only you that feels detached at that emotional level, here we see that the love is there. There is a lot of ground that can be worked on, okay? Let's keep going. But with the Eight of Swords, there is things that is like as if they cannot be forgotten. It's like as if, because this particular thing keeps happening, and I am feeling that your person is doing something like they want to sniffle your need of learning at a higher level, your need of seeing new things, your need of expanding your mind. And it starts very slowly, and then it becomes for you like a suffocating energy, and then the cycle starts all over again. You know, it's again and again. But let's see, we've got the Death and Rebirth, okay? So this is the card of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Is your person a Scorpion, Sun, Moon, or Rising? Could also be a Taurus, but I am sensing it more here that I need to really express that. We've got two cards of Taurus, is actually the Hierophant and the Empress. So very strong Taurus energy here. But also we have got the Scorpio here. So with this Death and Rebirth, it's like as if you're saying in the second week, listen, we can't keep doing this over and over and over again, because there is no learning, there is no growth. What are we going to do? And here we see the Magician. You have got loads of major arcana. So it's like as if the universe is saying everything is coming to a head in the month of April, because it needs to be sorted one way or the other. And I'm not surprised of this, because there is so many planets in the sign of Aries, that Aries is the door knocker, is the one that brings down the doors and bring us into spring, is the first sign of the zodiac. So, you know, new life with spring coming, new beginnings. You know, something needs to be done with this Magician. You have got to change and transmute that iron into gold, you know, metaphorically. Now let's see, in the third week we have got the Hangman. Now we see, now you, I strongly feel more like the other person. Could be both, but I feel more like them, that at a certain point they understand that you are quite serious here. This time you are going to be quite serious about the situation, and they're going to put themselves in the Hangman position, like to wait and see what you're going to decide to do. Because I don't see any more offer here with that Page of Pentacles from them to say, okay, I understand. And here we've got the Eight of Wands, but there is going to be a lot of communication, and that is beautiful, because when we stop communication, when, you know, the communication ends, it's really very hard then to bring it back. Third week, a lot of communication back and forth, whatever you're still living together, whatever you're still together or in separation. And I sense that you are not going to send anybody to tell them what you want to say. You're going to go straight with that Eight of Wands. And here we've got the Ten of Wands. Also telling them, look, listen, I am tired. I am tired of this rigmarole. We need to make a decision. So now that we are at the third week, we are going to stop a second and see what how this connection has evolved during this parts of the month, okay? So we are going to take, excuse me, I am just a disaster with the cards sometimes. 3 cards, and here we've got, to be fair, again the same card that came up before for the sign of Scorpio, like we mentioned here in your reading as well. Again, the universe is like as if it's saying, with the new beginning here, things need to be brought to justice, needs to be balanced, and this is exactly what this relationship needs right now. Balance. And to the sea, you know, things have been left go for too long, like we saw here with the tend the small things. Okay, so now they need to be reined back, and the yin, and it's time for you to receive. It's time for you to receive what you are really desiring, milk and honey. So the possibility is there. And great news, the communication is open, and please make sure to express to your person that this is becoming too heavy for you. Okay? Now we are going to go into the the fourth week, and remember that by the time this reading finishes, you can go into the description box below, and if you watch this in March, the March love and Axis readings are out, and also the timeless love readings, all in the description box, and also the pinned comment below. You can choose now your next reading. There is a poll there. Okay, but let's keep going, because I am so curious to see how this is going to end for the month for you. And here we've got the Hermit. So this person that is going from, it will be in the Hangman position. A lot of communication with the Eight of Wands, and you saying, look, I'm tired of this. This person then, this is very good news, okay? This person then will retreat even more in the fourth week. It doesn't mean that it's got to retreat physically. They might or they might not, but really going, and because they want to understand. Now I see here that's why I said it's great news, that there is like a bulb going on in their mind and say, okay, so I need to rethink all of this very, very thoroughly, because now I'm starting to understand from which position my Sagittarius is coming. And here the Four of Wands, here they are understanding, first of all, that the connection between the two of you, the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands, it's very strong. They don't want to ruin it. They don't want this to keep going on. And also that the two of you, from their perspective, are meant to be together. And again, I am sensing here that there is really a marriage between the two of you, or, you know, a very long-standing relationship, or that you're living together. And here the Ace of Pentacles, absolutely beautiful ending, okay? A brand new start with this person. This person, after going in, okay, within themselves to look for the truth, but that is not only their truth, but is the truth of the truth, okay? To be fair, okay, they are coming to you and say, okay, let's restart, but on a complete new footing. And I am sensing this exactly the way that you wanted, breaking that cycle finally, and starting in a way that is much fairer and that is satisfying for you. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Swords, and you managed that at the end to get this because you started to look at your emotional state and everything that was going on from a higher perspective. You really applied the King of Sword energy of looking at it logically. Okay? No drama, no madness, no getting mad, or so on and so forth. Okay, so now we are looking at what the universe wants to tell you at an energetic level for the end of the month, or the extra advice, or whatever they really need to say. And here we've got Wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. Yes, it's like to say, yes, Sagittarius, you're absolutely right. You know, sometimes life stings, but when we tend to the small things, we do change everything. You know, the never-ending story ends because we cannot only be observer and hoping for things to change, okay, when instead, you know, they're not going to change on their own. But now that we are towards the end, we are going to answer that question that I promised before, and the Archangel are going to do that for you. So please take a deep breath, think a moment, and here we go. What do the universe want to tell you? You're ready. Yes, Sagittarius, whatever you decide to do, as I always say, you're ready, but you are also ready to receive what you are looking for. And yes, you're ready to change this situation once and for all. Okay, so this is your reading, beautiful Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click onto the notification bell. And I'll see you very, very soon. Bye bye.